My name is Easy, and I'm the co-founder and CTO at The Mask. Today, because the theme for this afternoon is mass adoption. So I want to talk about something else, something I've never talked about in the past. Because in the past I've been always talking about technology, and then kind of the building blocks, the architecture we have been using. But today I want to talk about something really new. Not that new actually. It's like coding social fabric in decentralized networks or decentralized web. So first, we have to admit this. Social is ubiquitous. It's everywhere. It's in public squares, in the school, in the office, restaurants, everywhere. And you social with others in your living room or even in kitchen. So this is a really famous Soviet Union kitchen, so that people can social together, talk and exchange information in this place. So it's social has been there since we became human. It's not something new. So coding something into coding this into a protocol or into some tech stack is really hard. But okay, yeah. So social is also in different forms or different mediums. We have papyrus rolls that was used in 1,000 years ago, used by a Roman statesman to exchange information, as you can see here. And then we have a pamphlet that has been, so there's a little booklet on the right, so that people used in a lot of words to do the propaganda. And then you can also use a letter, a radio, television to send information or send data to someone else. But later on, so all of the things we see here besides the internet was not that efficient. But not until the internet was invented, everything became so different. Internet has a lot of features, such as global connectivity, instant communication, multimedia support, interactivity. You have you can put different algorithms, different tools on the data that's flowing into the internet, and then it has accessibility, and then you can also do community and identity formation. So internet becomes a network society. It's a new society, a new form of society. You can do everything on the internet. But is the internet inventing something rocket science? No, it's not. According to the book that by Tim Berners-Lee, who just invented the World Wide Web, he instead used the term inventing the internet. He instead used weaving the web. So basically, what he was doing is to just combine different technologies that was invented already and just weave them together so that people can enjoy a better life on the internet, on this a new kind of web that can connect everybody together. But there are a lot of different layers of internet, of the web. One of the most important one is social layer. There's a network layer, a lot of different layers, physical and non-physical. But the most important thing here is the social layer. And that's something I want to talk about today. So different social interactions are actually embedded into layers of digital platforms. You can do social on Facebook or Twitter. You can do social on WeChat or even on different forums. You are also doing social when you're playing an online game, and it's encouraging people to communicate and collaborate among these different platforms. But the thing is, if you do something on one platform, it's really hard to to move this kind of the credit or this kind of interaction onto another platform. And especially if you're in the context of a decentralized web. So on a decentralized web, everything is different. So you only have P2P interactions. It's no longer communicate through a centralized server, so that you cannot track everyone's interactions or activities on one place. And then you have like decentralized identities, which are not controlled by one single like platform or one single company. And then you have like you have to deal with community governance. And then if you want to encourage people to do something, like before, like on Facebook or Twitter, people are encouraged to talk to each other or to use this platform because like it's free, and then because everybody is on this platform. But in the context of P2P or like decentralized web, everything changes. So like you need to encourage people to do that. So we need like tokenization and this kind of like incentives. And then you need the interoperability so that different like behaviors or interactions can be interpreted in different places or within like different protocols. It's really hard. And then you also like need to deal with data ownership. So everything is changed. And then everything that's not achieved on the existing Web2 like platforms are like became like even harder. But like let's take a look at the social in Web3, in the context of Web3. We have like centralized social networks. People still like talk there. We have a Twitter or X, or we have like Discord or Telegram. And we do also have a decentralized social networks like Fatcaster, Lens, or like Nostr. And then we do also have like on-chain channels to communicate or interact with each other, such as like different apps. If you're doing DeFi or NFT, it's also social. And then we also have an autonomous world, as you can see on the top right. And but like basically it's a game, but it's also like social game. So everything is social, but as you can see, everything here is fragmented, just like what we have on the internet. And then protocols don't talk to each other natively. In Web2, it's the same thing. Different protocols or different platforms are just like, if you say something on one platform, it cannot be natively interpreted or rendered on another platform. And like also protocols, as you can see, there are a lot of like standards and protocols out there in the existing internet. And then it's even worse in the Web3 world. And contributions and participations are recorded in different places. If you have like a lot of money on Ethereum, for example, and if you and then you just go to another chain, you can never prove. Well, you cannot prove you have that much money, or you have achieved some achievements on another chain easily or natively. So this is really this is annoying, and then this is something we really want to change and solve. And then there's no, like, a community is really hard to establish. And then if you build a, on-chain community in one place, it's not, like, easily ported to another. And then there's no good experience for users, for sure. At least for now, we cannot just have, like, people on board to this, like, a new Web3 world easily. And these are the problems we're facing. And then we really, because since we're working on like open protocols or open web or open blockchain world, we really need a native and a good solution to this like fragmented landscape. So we're calling to each other to like weave together all these fragmented landscapes all together, so that everything can be, well, optimistically, everything can be interpreted and connected in the new world. Like this. I call this like social fabric. It's not like a new term, but I just kind of like interpret it in different ways. We want to like weave the new world like Tim Berners-Lee weave the web like back to 40 years. Around like 40 years ago. We want to do the same, but like in a more native, in a more like collaborative way. What do we have? What we really want is an interoperability standards. We want data ownership so that people can control their data, not just like controlled by the centralized platforms. We want privacy and anti-censorship. And we also want token incentives. This is something new, but something really effective, because people are not encouraged to do a lot of things in the Web2 world, because everything is free. You don't really have to like worry about how I can just make money on this platform, because you don't have to, and then you cannot. But in this like new world, you have the token, you have the new like incentivizations or incentive devices so that people can do more work here. We also want is like seamless user experience and organic linkages between different components in this world. Because in the past, like for example, different DeFi protocols, different like social protocols, different chains, they cannot be connected natively, and then there's no like linkages between different things. What we really want is like a new or like a more native connections between each other. So to achieve that, like these are the building blocks I think, especially in the like social context. We want account abstraction so that people, well, account abstraction is super useful because for now, if you want to onboard to like Ethereum or any like, blockchains or popular blockchains, you need native tokens. But normal users, like my mom, cannot just like easily buy a native token to some chains so that she can never experience this new world easily. And also, in the context of like post-quantum security, well, if like the quantum like computer is invented, everything we are building now is a collapse. So we need like post-quantum cryptography to solve the problem, which requires account abstraction so that we can like introduce new algorithms to secure the blockchain for the other users. And we need like cross-platform interoperability so that like if you're like using Lens or you're using Fatcast or Nostr or Twitter, you can interpret the same kind of message like in the same standard. And this is something we're building actually at Mask called Firefly. If you are interested, you can come to our booth to like check out more at B14, I guess. And we need like decentralized identity to like not just like claim the identity, but also claim the possibility to control your data. Because for now, think about it, your data is not controlled by you. You have the access to your account, and then you are allowed to manage your account, to like post, to like, but they're never yours because like the platforms can just easily alter everything you have right now. So we need a new one, which is a decentralized or like in a better form, self-sovereign identity, so that it's like a purely like controlled and managed by you. We need a decentralized storage in this database so that your data is not controlled, or it's not controlled by you, but it needs to be like stored in one place that's secure, that's trustless, that's decentralized, that's not controlled by any single party. We need on-chain graph data. Well, this is something new maybe. We need like on-chain graph data structure and algorithms so that like if you want to do like social media, well, like social media optimized algorithms or things like content recommendation or like community formation, community recommendation, we need more data. We need more signals on chain. So this is something we need, in the sense of decentralized social. And then we need like a passkey and a web authentication support so that people can get on board to this world more easily. You can just like, as long as you have a phone and then it supports like passkey or security enclave, you can just like create an identity and then behave in this new world. And then we need a ZK proof so that like for a lot of different applications. I'm not sure if you guys have heard about these projects, but like ZK email and ZK passport are super strong applications that's using like ZKP technology. These are just like examples of the building blocks I want to like introduce to the solutions we're building right now. And if you're interested, just like come together, like help our progress forward. And then I'm just quoting a really good sentence to like conclude my talk today, which is said by Bruce Kale, who is the founder of Internet Archive, who has been like archiving the entire web for around 30 years. He said, "Together we lock the web open." The reason, very vital reason where like the entire world or the entire internet and Web3 are fragmented is because no one is that open anymore. We want it to be open again. And if you want to know more, please check out our like websites, mass.io, firefly.land, and NextID. And then if you want to reach out to me, this is my Twitter handle and my email address. And thank you so much.